And we're going to start off on Apple TV Plus with a new period true crime drama series which arrives on Friday the 15th of March. It's called Manhunt, and here's a clip.
What happened?
The president's been shot.
Witnesses are saying it was John Wilkes Booth. Wait, the actor?
Do you know who I am?
I'm a symbol.
How does a well-known actor commit murder in front of an audience of 1,500 people and escape?
Find the man that killed my husband.
Okay, so the usual drill on Apple TV Plus. You get your first 2 episodes up front, then it's weekly, and there are 7 episodes. And it is all about the hunt for the man who assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. So I'm sure most people will be familiar vaguely with the story of Lincoln's assassination. It was in the Ford's Theatre in Washington, D.C., and he was shot while watching a play with his wife. So, I don't know, I thought, is this going to be a kind of rather dry historical drama about US history that I'm not that invested in? Well, listeners, it was surprisingly good, I must say. It's based on a bestseller by a historian called James L. Swanson. And it filled in a lot of details that I didn't know about. Well, of course, we're at the end of the American Civil War, and in episode 1, we're there as kind of the Confederates surrender, and we see a group of conspirators who are planning to, well, assassinate not just the president. This stars the great Tobias Menzies, who a lot of people will know from the sort of time travel fantasy romance Outlander, but of course more recently he played Prince Philip in The Crown. He plays Secretary of War Edwin Stanton. The action starts with an unsuccessful assassination attempt on the Secretary of State William H. Seward, and then we're going to see the killing of the president at the theatre. Of course, he was assassinated by, well, people will know the name John Wilkes Booth, but they might not know that much more about this character. So he's an actor, a famous actor, and of course, after the killing, he actually jumps down onto the stage from the president's box and says something in Latin, which words to the effect of, you know, this is what happens to tyrants, and makes his escape. But of course, immediately everyone recognises him because he's really well known, and as he makes his getaway, of course, he's recognised again by a soldier who's on duty. So it is about the hunt for the killer, and I won't reveal how that pans out. But yeah, it's a really interesting story, and I found it much more gripping and absorbing than I expected, and the period detail is sheer quality, as you would expect from Apple TV. So yeah, unexpectedly enjoyable. What did you think, Hannah?
Well, I love things like this because I feel like it kind of fills in my potted history, which is frankly not as good as it could be or should be. And it's pretty thrilling, isn't it? I mean, it is really, really interesting. But also, I think it's really well done. I mean, it's Apple TV. It is well done, isn't it? And I don't know. I've really enjoyed what I've seen so far, and I really like Menzies as well. It's pacey and it keeps your attention, and it doesn't sort of become too. I mean, sometimes it feels like it's got a massive agenda. I don't know that it particularly does here. It sort of tells the story. I thought what I've seen so far is really interesting, really good.